Half-time in Nelson, Russia and Italy, and it is the Italians with a big edge.
Yeah, opening try with a double overplay, just running around decoy runners. The Russians got sucked in and Parisi over for the opening try for the Italians.
Yeah, it was just good ball play by the Italians very early on. And Doniolatti, first of his 2 tries in the first 40 minutes. Didn't have a lot to do, but just had to make sure of it. It was good play by the Italians, just putting the ball in behind. The Russians had a little bit of ball, but didn't do a lot with it. And Pratricelli just putting it back inside of his centre partner. Benvenuti over for the 3rd try of this match.
And awkward bounce for the Russian winger going down on the ball here, just slipping underneath him, and great numbers there from the Italians for Benvenuti to go for the 3rd try for the Italians.
Great work here from Parisi. Looking back inside, Doniolatti, straight to him. Good pace for his 2nd try. Just watch him shadow Parisi. He knew he was there all the time, the Italian captain. And a lovely pass right underneath the dot. Here we go. Bang! Big hit from Ongaro. Cost himself 10 minutes in the sin bin. And I'd say he would probably be maybe cited for that as well.
He would dispute the fact that he thought he was committed, but the Russians were ever persistent in that first half and got over for a spirited try which really lifted them as the first half rounded out. But Yankinshenkin's over for his first try, and Renchkov was successful with the conversion.
Yeah, and then right on half-time, the Italians, a lovely break again from Luke McLean, and back inside of his halfback, Gori. You can see the space inside. Now they're getting in behind the Russian defensive line, and Gori going over just on half-time. They're full of running, the Italians. 6 tries, also 5 tries plus a penalty try as well in that first 40 minutes.
There it is, 6 tries to 1, 38-7. Italy over Russia at half-time of this Pool C match-up in Nelson. And I don't know whether to go to you or Tim about the next Foxfield. I think there's some backline movement involved. Are you going to defer?
It's a team effort, Nick, which you're slowly learning about here on Fox Sports. We really work in a collaborative manner. So, bit of a forward exponent at the start and then bring the back expert in to bring us home.
What have you got? Show us, Kenno. What have you got?
Opening try for the Italians tonight was a wonderful decoy play here. You can see Bocchini, the fly half there. The man highlighted is the decoy runner. Sucks in the Russian defenders. They're not looking through the attacking line to see what's happening behind them. And look at that Parisi team. Look at the space he runs into. Yeah,
it was good play, wasn't it, by the Italians? Set-piece play. They do a lot of phase play, that run in, and Parisi over for his first try. They've done it a couple of times and stood the Russian defence up. So it's good work. They're full of running, the Italians, so I like the look of them.
It's just been fantastic to see. I mean, I know what you expect from the Italians up front, but, gee, they look good when they start spreading it as well.
Yeah, they do. You hope they go on with it in the second half, because obviously they've already gotten out of the game the 5 points that they were chasing. You just want them to build. You can see there the Italians. They've had a lot of the possession, 52% territory, just under 50% possession, 48. But what they've done with that ball, they've really maximised it and punctured through a very, very fractured Russian defensive line at times, Tim.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the stats there, the possession just favouring Russia. By the look of the game, you felt the Italians had most of the ball, but the Russians have turned over too much ball, the ball that they've had, so they've struggled. They look okay, they look dysfunctional in defence.
Yeah, a lot of work to do for Russia as we take you back to Nelson. After a quick break, it is the second half of this Pool C matchup, Italy and Russia. We'll see you soon. Just getting set for a start in the second half in Nelson, Trafalgar Park. It's where Australia will play Russia on Saturday week. We're looking forward to that one, and just rugging up. It's a bit cool now that the sun has gone down, and Wayne Barnes set for a start, the English referee. The commentators once again, Matthew Cooper, Justin Marshall and Gordon Bray.
Second half underway at Trafalgar Park in Nelson. And the Russians through Gresev, who's been outstanding, the number 8. And a brilliant offload as well, but then coughing the ball up in the tackle. So what a start there by the Russian Bears to this second half.
Well, that's Viktor Gresev again. He's still angry from not getting the ball early in the game.
He's a new dad, Justin. 2 days ago, I think Gordon mentioned it in the first. He's
But look at the offload as well,
Great
Matthew,
offload.
you know, good
Great.
skills, not only just a big ball runner, good skills.
Pause. Engage.
Garbazov, the man, not able to handle the pass from Grishev. Now the Italians go. Bocchino
Yes.
saw open space,
Just give me that mark if necessary.
getting in behind Yanyushkin. This is Rachkov.
Hold red. Yes,
Gori, the
onside.
scrum half, who got that last try. McLean working the angles for Masi. Parise, who's been the feature player in this Italian side in the first half. Well picked up by Bocchino. Papache, replacement hooker. So Ongaro hasn't
Hold back feet.
served out his time, or if he does serve out his time, it wouldn't surprise to see him not come back. And the Italians now through Yanyushkin, or the Russians.
Match is over.
See if they can get some space here. Big tackle by Parise. Kushnerev has moved in to fly half for the Russian team.
Unlucky,
Off the leg, but in front.
yes.
Okay?
It was off the leg, but the player
Leg, but in front.
who was on the inside
So scrum.
was in front, so it meant that he was accidentally offside. So well refereed, it doesn't warrant a penalty. But they just, from here, they didn't do enough. They created an overlap. There we see the mistake. But it was just a wide pass, and everybody sort of stood still. No one ran onto it there for Russia because they had done enough to get the Italian defence scrambling.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Take one.
Gori then. Pataketi. Caught by Kushnerov. Steady build up here by the Italians through Kuzin. Shakir, Gori again. Bocchino looking round for support. Papache, the hooker, took it in. Bocchino out wide. Derbyshire offloaded to Toniolati. Not a lot of urgency at the moment from either side. Bortolami into scrum half. Parise and Masi in from fullback. Lovely little flick out the side there to Cittadini. This is Benvenuti. Perugini wanted a run, he gets it now, but didn't get the ball when he wanted it.
7 away.
And yet another turnover. So some sloppy play there from the Italians. Chase here for Bocchino. Harassed by Ostrushka.
No way.
And Toniolati, who's been one of Italy's best, getting his touch. They're happy to go on quickly here. Rashkov. Lovely timing. Artemiev. 10-metre line in Italian territory. Back to Grishev. He knows only one way. Kushnerov. Lovely offload inside to Garbazov. He wasn't held in the tackle. Yanyushkin clearing. Inspiring play here from the Russians. But some accidental offside there.
Oh, it's such a shame. I think again Wayne Barnes has refereed that well. You know, we've seen referees in the past penalise players for that. It was accidental. They just tried to go through the middle. Some of the work was absolutely superb. The handling was great. Grashev, he was the one who took the ball forward. He wasn't tackled there. They were right in behind them then. Russia looking very likely. The charge forward again. Botvinnikov. There's the ball laid up, and yeah, he's just run into the back of him. It was Grashev that picked it up, but they look likely with the ball in hand. They just got to be patient.
Pause.
just found out that Vermascomi's got another brand, sponsors brand on his shorts, and he's had to remove them. It's been cited, so he's going to have to change his shorts quickly. It's going to be the end of the night for Ongaro too. He's for his penance. He's going to be replaced. Sorry, by the player already out there, number 16, Dipache.
Yes, well, Bergamasco has, with brother Mirko, has his own clothing line in Paris. So he's right into the apparel.
Yep, it's all been patched up and away he goes. He's pretty keen to get out there.
Crouch.
I wonder if they were his designer shorts.
Pause. Engage.
Controlled by Parise. Russian scrum in disarray here. Being marched about 15 metres. And finally, Gorey appealing for the offside.
So Justin, even weights in the packs, purely technique, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. The Italians, of course, have the advantage of being one of the superpowers of scrummaging. We've got Castro Giovanni also is pretty good in that area. So the Russians are up against it anyway at the best of times. But just great discipline. Look at the straightening of the legs, just the body angles and the power from the second row. Parise with his head down, he's not even interested in anything else. His shoulders are on, and as we speak, Castro Giovanni comes on, so it gets worse for the Russians.
He's replaced Perugini, the front row forward, and also another change in the middle there. We've also got number 19, Zanini on as well. He's replaced number 5.
Taken in by Pratichetti. The Italians creating some space through Massi. Lovely flick out the back there to Van Sale. Parise did it so well. Cleared away to Bacchino. Massi in. Pratichetti. Benvenuti for Derbyshire, but Benvenuti, did he get it down? The referee was right on the spot.
He doesn't look confident. I think he missed it.
Sean Barnes, you try yourself.
Oh, he's just in cruise mode, wasn't he?
Well,
What do you think?
Wayne Barnes has just asked Jan Yoshkin what he thinks. He's probably going to say in his best English, no try. Here's the replay. He goes for the two-handed dive, then it gets away from him. Yes, try time. Well done.
Well done, absolutely.
Benvenuti. So he's dived too early, but he just stays calm and patient. That's downward pressure for me.
Wayne,
Yeah.
you may hold it today.
Thanks, mate.
I actually thought he'd gone the kick. Hang on, he's coming in to, yes, no, that's a try, no problems at all. Might be change a kicker, actually, it is too. So let's see how the try scorer goes. He's got 2 tries already. Oh, he's been strong, hasn't he? Marcy. And there's the pass there from Funsale, who's just come on. Good play from the Italians. I actually thought the kick probably wasn't the right option here, but in the end, he had enough weight on it, Justin, and just nudges it through, chases his kick, gets over for number 2.
Oh, it looked like he belted it, but it just sat on that surface perfectly for him.
Just 20 years of age, Benvenuti, former captain of the Italian team that won the Junior World Rugby Trophy, the Tier 2 nations. Benvenuti then to convert his own try. No, sir.
Almost kicked it out of the ground.
Looked more like a soccer strike, that one. Looking to curl it inside the post.
Yeah, he's hit it very well, and as you can see, it's just bouncing away from him, but he stayed composed. That was the key.
Sean Veldsman is the TMO. And a good call from him. Well, the Italians allowing the ball to bounce. Tony Alatti. Marcy comes in.
Back feet, 14.
Corey. That's Gresev. What an impressive player. Janushkin turns on the gas. Russia only 15 metres out. Taken ahead there by Adam Burns. Ratchkov. Almost an intercept.
He's got it.
Ostrowska. Ostrowska gets the second for Russia.
Oh, well done. Ostrowska, he's the man who has gone in, but they deserved it. It almost broke down to them when Janjushkin, who's come on and he's added a real spark, he made the break from there, though. They didn't have a halfback. Nobody stepped up, so the ball was slow. It was compromised. They still managed to be able to manipulate their defensive pattern of the Italians to construct this. That's Grashev, who's just been a mountain tonight. Janjushki, so from here they had another quick breakdown, but no halfback. This is the second one from there. The big loopy wide pass, and it bounces up and he goes around Massey. And what a superb finish. Ostrowska.
Big points, Justin, to the winger. He went outside Luke McLean and scored in the corner, but you mentioned the number 8, Grashev. Geez, he's having a good game, the number 8. And here he is, a chance for Ratchoff to see if he can maintain his 100% kicking record. Difficult kick.
Just outside the left-hand upright, but Ostrowska, Sevens star, showed great composure and a turn of speed there. He scored 7 tries in the Hong Kong Sevens this year.
Oh, good effort.
Russia finishing in the top 8 for the first time in Hong Kong.
Oh, brilliant. Well, they've got some skills. They've showed that tonight. Here he is again.
Well, they've got a spring in their step now, the Russians. 43 plays 12, getting their second try. Italians have made a lot of changes, as Parise now, who also played against the Australians, and Massey scything through the first line. Derbyshire. Golden Heiss. Castro Giovanni just securing the ball. Bacchino. Parise. Pataketti looking for the little offload. It didn't come, and Gori now. Ansel doing well, and Tony Alati. Tapeche. Bacchino. McLean. Just caught by the bootlace. Good tackle by Kushnerov. Here he goes again. Ostrowska. The referee spotting an infringement.
Oh, someone, it must have been a Russian hand that came on there. I didn't see it. Matthew, you're a bit closer. Did you pick that up? Because they were away otherwise.
I think he may have got a call from the assistant referee from New Zealand, Chris Pollock. And let's just have a look here. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
it's come from the assistant referee, Justin.
Great call. Good refereeing. It was.
Chris Pollock.
Very good, Chris Pollock, to pick that up. It's hard to see. The technique was perfect, round the legs, and he just knocked the ball. No intent whatsoever, but yes, a knock on. And
Yeah, sorry. Say again. 1. Yeah. 1.
Well, we've seen outstanding performances, Justin Marshall, from the 2 number 8s tonight. Grashev, Victor from Russia, and Sergio Parise, the inspirational captain for Italy.
certainly have. And you look at Parise and Bergamasco. Here's Grashev's stats. 12 runs, 71 metres. He hasn't shirked a thing tonight, and more importantly, he's just wanted to be confrontational, and he's backed himself, and he's been superb.
He's very balanced too, isn't he? Alexander Krokin on, 17 on for Bonnie Vankov, the Lucia prop for Russia.
Far side, same ball.
Yeah, I was going to say, the back row, Derbyshire as well, they're a good back row, the Italians, but they certainly haven't outshadowed the Russian back rowers by any means. It's been competitive.
Paul Derbyshire, number 6 on this side. Born in Italy, his father an Englishman who came here to play rugby 30 years ago. Bocchino saw the gap, picked up by Ostrowska. Pratichetto, well held. Derbyshire.
Oh!
Huge tackle.
Hands off, Red, 6.
Grashev.
That's it.
And
Off your feet.
You've got to be on your feet.
Yeah, I thought they were fighting really well at that breakdown. Not fighting as in fighting, I mean competitive. Probably a bit harshly done by there, but what about that tackle? It was Ratchkoff.
Was it Adam Burns or it was Ratchkoff, was it?
Ratchkoff, yes. They're very famous for their wrestling, aren't they, the Russians? And that was a wrestling move. He lifts him up off the ground and back slams him. Watch this. Up.
Was he number 10, isn't he? And,
up and boom, far down you go.
Well, Andrei Garbashov, he did one as well, the 7 before in the first half to do a big turnover. So they've obviously done a bit of wrestling in their training, and it's working in some cases. This time off their feet, Wayne Barnes correctly penalised. The Italians going for another scrum.
There he is, Ratchkoff. He's not a very big man either. I hope he said to Derbyshire, the big Lucy, don't come down that channel anymore.
Born in Kazakhstan. They breed him tough there.
Good blind side, Justin.
Good hit, Russia.
Early engagement.
That's why.
Early. It's an early engagement. Scrum. Gotta go in the gaps.
Alexander
Okay.
Krokin
Yeah, okay, but go in the gaps. I'll offset
at
you.
loose head, as mentioned by Matthew Cooper.
I'm not having you too far.
Yes, well, the setup that they are, the key man is Massey. He's just in behind the scrum here, and I think he's going to choose to go left the way that the Russians defensively lined up. You can see him there directly behind the scrum. If Parisi gives them the ball.
Gorey now with Massey. Massey trying to thread his way through. Gelden Huis.
All offside.
Time for a talk.
First. Sorry. Okay, one second. One second. First half there was lots of guards offside. First defender. Now again, first defender, so they must go back half a metre, okay? So, okay, please talk. It's going to be over here. What numbers
Kingsley
do you want off,
Jones,
please?
second from the left, former Welsh international flanker, the assistant coach of the Russian team.
A couple of changes.
Nick Mallett, a happy man.
Sorry, Gordon. A couple of changes. We've got Alexander Ozani coming on for the captain, who's had a great game, Sergio Parise. And also number 20, we've got Pavlo Canavozo coming on for number 9, Eduardo Gori.
Yeah. Scrum option taken.
There's a bit of chat going on there, Justin, isn't there?
I wonder what the forwards are saying. Absolutely in Italian, we're not giving it to the backs. Pushover is my guess.
Pause! Okay, we must both now reset. Second rows hold. Hold, please.
Luke McLean poised on this touchline with Andrea Massey.
Crouch!
Pablo Canavosio then, the new scrum half.
Pause! Early blue! Early blue!
Some respite for the Russian Bears.
And they're off from here.
Aggressive! Always gets through the first line of defence, making about 8 metres there.
Oh,
A good spiral torpedo
well done.
over the hoardings.
Well, there are passages of their game which is very, very good. There's also passages which aren't quite so good. But you know, the way the loose forwards are going, the punt there from the first 5. Another change too for the Russians. We've got Fatakov, number 19, Artem Fatakov. He's coming on for number 6. Grashev for Russia.
Grachev, the oldest man, at 38.
That's good, that's you.
38, is he?
Yes,
Watch on.
Doesn't make me feel too bad.
he should still be playing.
We won't get any comment from Matthew Cooper on that, but I feel all right.
Survived the classic All Blacks match in Queenstown on the weekend.
Just didn't survive the night out though, Gordon, but we won't go into that.
And Yushkin waiting for a delivery here. Kushnarov. Space out wide here. Good work out there by Artemyev.
I think that's scored in where they've had most of their success tonight, the Russians. Their wingers are very capable, they make good decisions, they've got speed, they get it over the advantage line, and I think that's the best place for them to attack. When they've hit the midfield, that's when they've become a bit stilted and their ball's been compromised. Out wide, they don't look bad. Passing's good and crisp out in front.
Just keep your gap. Just hold.
Good defence, but a worry too for Azuri. Just that space, as you mentioned, Justin, down the sideline. They have replaced Andre Amasi, the fullback, been replaced by Alberto Scabi, number 22.
It's Voitov making the call. And missed there by Adam Burns. It was over his head.
Castro Giovanni won a line out.
He's now going to have a run. He's actually scored 10 test tries, so don't rule him out tonight. Luke McLean. Canavosio. Back to Cittadini.
And release 3. Let go.
Just on Italy's side. Geldenhuis, the smallest man. Januszkin brought him down.
Holding on.
Januszkin is only 5'4",
1 second, please.
1.65 metres,
Lad.
and he brought down a guy there who was nearly twice his size.
He's got a big old heart pumping away in that chest. He certainly has added a lot of the good things that Russia have done since he arrived onto the field. And the captain's leaving the field, and he was responsible for that turnover along with Januszkin.
Yeah, he's been replaced, Justin, by Valery Snobelitsa, number 16, age 30, in his 5th cap for the Russian national team. There's the infringement. One other player that I've been impressed by is Andrei Kuzin, the Russian centre. He's quite tall, but he's pretty lean. In fact, very lean. But he's certainly, like all of the Russians, very hard. There he is, got a bit of an injury. Vladislav Kushatnov.
And Snobelitsa then, as you say, is on as the replacement hooker of Georgian heritage. Aggressive sword. Kushnerov.
Good run.
Quick ball here for the Italians. It was a brilliant tackle too by Bocchino. Garbazov. Toe ahead. Rachkov. Too far. And Tony Alatti, who scored 2 tries for the Italians tonight in possession.
Well, I thought they were hard done by there. They went over the advantage line very well. Kuzin, it was a great run from him. And from that ensuing breakdown, I'm sure it was either Bortolami or Geldenhuis that was in there just slowing the ball down, had his hands all over it, and that was enough to compromise the ruck speed. Haven't been lucky at the breakdowns tonight, the Russians.
Massive kick.
Rachkov then. Tony Alatti. Returning with interest. Kushnerov, who's been a replacement, coming in as the substitute number 10. And a territorial advantage there for the Italian team.
Line's yours.
Just a try apiece in the second half. We're into the final quarter. Fansale. Taken by Derbyshire. Bocchino and Pratichetti. Good driving defence from the Italians. This is McLean. McLean still going, only a man in front. McLean will go all the way here, just too big and powerful. And Luke McLean gets his 4th test try, qualifying through his Italian grandmother. And that's try number 8 for the Azzurri.
didn't look like there was a lot on, really. It was Voitov, I believe, who was the man that McLean picked on. Taken up here initially. Platichetti, he gets knocked backwards. From here, there's not a lot on, but watch what McLean does. Singles out. Yes, it was, unfortunately, Voitov. He goes around him. Once he had breached that line, there was no fullback there. There was nothing that Rashov could do at the finish, and good try.
Yeah, a couple of mismatches, isn't there? It'll be the... And there he is, he's going over Luke McLean. Good speed. Once he got him behind them and got the mismatch with the big lock, Voitov. It was plain sailing there for the Italian winger. Benvenuto.
Well, you've got to say, Matthew Cooper, that Luke McLean is a very versatile man. He's also the standby fly half for the Italians tonight. If anything had happened to Bocchino, he plays fullback, he plays wing, and he's only 24 years of age in his 31st test.
Absolutely, and just for the Russian side of things too, Adam Burns has been replaced. He's been replaced by Denis Antonov, number 18 for Russia.
Apache thought he was playing tunnel ball. Straight through his legs.
Straight off your feet.
Hey!
Here go the Bears.
19, straight off your feet.
Don't go for the scrum.
It was against Alessandro Zani.
Well, their line-out's been operating very well, so for me, they've got to go for touch. That's that into the corner.
That's the way.
That's the spirit.
There go the Bears. Let's listen to the Trafalgar Park crowd here in Nelson as the Bears want to go over for their third try. Never scored a try in Rugby World Cup. They've only had 2 games. And maybe they'll get their third here.
Well, they might even be thinking of a bonus point.
Bonus point, absolutely. First bonus point.
They got a bonus point for losing by 7 or less against the USA.
Burns has been the go-to man for them in this situation.
Broken, number 17 at the back. I think Snowbalats are having problems hearing the call. Very enthusiastic crowd here of somewhere around 12 to 13,000. Bergamasco got a hand on it. Castro Giovanni. What a sprint there from the front row, and the offload to Bergamasco. Brilliant play here from the Italians with their interchange. Dapice, the hooker, was there in support. And Bocchino has weighted his chips over the top pretty well tonight.
Man, it's just a knock on. Blue.
And lost ahead there by Benvenuti.
Knock on from blue, hit the blue hand, scrum is red. No advantage.
Well, I completely ruined them there. I said their line-out had been going well. And then I also said that Burns was their go-to man. They didn't go to him. They went to Gorbachev. And they turned it over, and their line-out didn't work. It was a real shame because they earned that attacking opportunity. From there, Castro Giovanni burst upfield. The linking play from the forwards and the backs combining was very good. And probably not the right option, I don't think, from Bocchino to opt for the kick. But we've still got the field position back.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Blue. Head and shoulders straight down. Blue, number 3. I'll come and speak to you.
Well, the tight head from Russia looked as though he had headed down as well.
Rachkov then. Well, the Russians certainly defending their scoreboard very well, but yeah, huge pressure coming on this side from the Italian scrum.
I reckon Pericini's was the first hand to go down there. Good call. Wasn't simultaneously, so first man down, concedes the penalty. Well done, Russia.
Official crowd of 12,415 as the Russians come away now. Kushnerov. Heavy tackle there by Bergamasco.
He's coming from the side there. And he slowed it down.
Kushnerov. Drabazov. Italians really moving up quickly in defence.
On back feet.
And Yushkin fires it away to Kushnerov. And guess who took his eye off the ball there? Straushka.
No, it's a shame. It's not helping them, the Russians, that they're probably not getting the sort of bounce of the ball at the rucks, to phrase it. Bergamasco, for me there, he came straight in the side, didn't come through what we call the gate. So for people out there, the gate is at the back of the ruck. I'll let you get to your change in just a sec, Matthew. They come through the back of the ruck, not from the side. He came on the inside of the gate, and that just slowed the Russians' ball down, which was over the advantage line.
And number 7 is off, Justin, and Andrei Gavuzov getting a huge ovation here at Trafalgar Park. Number 7 certainly been one of my picks, had a great game, been replaced by number 21, Mikhail Sidorov.
So here we are again in this position. I'm not going to say a word, Gordon.
Off the top of
Say nothing and we might get a nice result.
Oh, they deserve to go over for another try.
Snowbalazza. Good jump at the front there by Zani to spoil. So the Italians have done it again. Oh, but has it been a turnover? Good counter-rucking here from the Russians. Yanushkin getting very excited. He could see the line, but he was going up and down on the one spot. Someone had hold of his leg. So the Russians looking for their third try. Paul Derbyshire moving up quickly. So we've got 4 on 3 here. Artemyev only 5 metres out.
There's Bergamasco again. He's got him this time.
Ostroushka. Yanushkin. Little dust up there with Kushnerov and also Tonialati. But there's a big overlap here for the Russians, and that's try number 3. Great effort there by Makovetsky. And they're certainly eyeing a bonus point now.
Oh, well done, Russia. Everybody's smiling. The crowd's happy. They deserved to get something out of that sustained attack. Makovetsky, he's the man to cross for the Russians. Good build-up. It was the wide pass. This is where they go over the advantage line. Bergamasco, he hasn't let him play it there. He's gone in as a second tackler on the ground. Big, wide pass. And Makovetsky goes in. Superb. Well done, Russia. Excellent play.
Good run from the right winger, Artemyev, in the preceding phase. But there he is, Alexei Makovetsky, over for the third Russian try, and absolutely correct, thoroughly deserved. And as they walk back to their side of halfway, getting a good ovation, the Russians. And can they cap it off with another 2 points?
All came from a great turnover as well. Good counter ruck from the Russians.
Well, you see that in 7 aside, but that one's a drop going wide. And it was a massive cutout pass, wasn't it?
It took forever to get to him. He must have been thinking, hurry up, please, before the defence comes.
The end of the night too for Riccardo Bocchino, the Italian fly half, being replaced by Gonzalo Canali.
Well, this match being shown in Russia. In fact, all of the Russian matches are being seen on television. And their first 3 tries in the Rugby World Cup. Well taken there by Zani, who's come off the Italian bench. Well, it's been a stoic performance by the Russians in the second half. They were totally outclassed in the first half, but they've stuck to it. Italy, though, grinding away inside the quarter now. Big Gelden Hayes. Canavosio to McLean. And a knock-on spotted.
Good aggressive defence. Isn't it amazing how you can just get a little bit of momentum? Look in the background, the waves going up, Mexican wave around the ground as well. It's fabulous to see. And the Russians, they fed off that. They fed off that try. They showed a little bit of attitude at the breakdown. They won the turnover.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Good. Ball's gone.
Somehow they got it out. They were going backwards at the rate of knots.
Turnover.
Italy looking to chalk up a half century here. Canavosio to McLean. Just taken there. 4 metres to go. Castro Giovanni with lovely quick hands to Darpeci. Canavosio. And it looked to be lost ahead. Again, determined defence from the Russian Bears.
I tell you what, and it was Yanyoshkin again. The little man. What did you say he was? 5 foot nothing?
5'4".
5'4", and he's the one who's coming up off the line to smash the forwards. This is the scrum turnover. What can you do? Look how much that ball's bouncing around. Powerful Italian scrum. They turn it over from there. And there he is, the little man. Up he comes. He's going to smash the prop and creates the turnover.
Well, we've got Rachkov at 10 doing the same thing, Justin. So they're certainly not afraid of defence, these Russian backs, these particularly 9 and 10. Not normally known for big hitters, Justin, but these two are certainly defending the 9 and 10s.
An interesting stat from the last World Cup. The average margin between a Tier 1 nation and a Tier 2 nation was 41 points. But coming into this game at this World Cup, it's been only 18 points. So the Tier 2 nations have stepped up big time.
Oh, and it's been so good for the game as well. They're competitive. They're not just here to make up the numbers. It's great to see. So Greshnev now off the back of the scrum is going to have his work cut out to get this ball off the back of the scrum. He's going to have to get going like he's been doing all night, Gordon.
And we can announce that Viktor Greshev is the official man of the match. A powerful performance, nearly 100 running metres. He's been in everything tonight. What an inspiration.
Yes, and obviously he missed the birth of his child as well, to be here since the Rugby World Cup started. In fact, here's a stat for you, Gordon and Matthew. Since they started their preparation, 5 of the players have missed their siblings' births. Oh, they're not their siblings, their children's births, I should say. So, what about that?
Again, that's going to be a tight head. And diving over is Alessandro Zani, and that brings up 50 for the Azzurri.
Well, they were always up against it, weren't they, in that position? Greshev, as I mentioned, he was going to have his work cut out. However, he had to get the ball in his hands first to try and get them out of that predicament. He didn't get that chance. It didn't get to his hands. Look at the power. Watch the ball. There it is. Bounces around. Doesn't even get to the back of the scrum. Zani picks it up. And unfortunately, Yanyoshkin had his worst moment in the game because he's been outstanding. He just gets pushed off here, but what can you do this close to the line?
Yeah, too big, too strong, isn't he? And he's over for the try there. The number 19, Zani. Some nice patches from Italy tonight, as the Russians have certainly played their part here in their second game of Rugby World Cup, but there's some nice passage of play. Good scrum. This boy's looked good as well. In the midfield for Italy, Benevatu.
Benvenuti then just wide with that attempt as we close on full time. 2.5 minutes remaining. Alessandro Zani, who started against the Australians. He's a world-class back rower.
I'll tell you one thing they won't be happy about, Gordon, that's the goal kicking. Could be important in those tighter games that they've got coming up in the pool.
In one word, forgettable.
Yes.
9 tries to 3. Luke McLean. Kushnerov. Ostroashka. Kushnerov again here. Oh, that is a massive tackle.
Castro Giovanni, shoulder.
Kushnerov, 2 decoy runners. This is Kroken, the prop. Seems surprised to find himself with the ball. Kushnerov doing the organisation here. Rachkov out wide here to Ostrauska. And 3 Italians there to put him over the touchline.
Good defence from both the Italian centres. Tratticetti, Benvenuti wrapped them up. Look at the shoulder from Castro. Snaps the head back. He took it well though and places the ball.
Del Piche also lending support to his front row partner. His girlfriend Giulia Candiago would have been cheering there, the champion Italian Super G skier. And slalom. Canavosio. Bergamasco. McLean in support. And picked up by Kushnerov. The crowd cheers. Russia counter-attacks here. The littlest man, Janushkin. Taken there by Fatakov. .53 plays 17. The Russians needing to score a try for a bonus point. One last hurrah here for them. Kushnerov. Well, they would bring the house down if they could do it. They've still got about 60 metres to go. Janushkin back to Rachkov. Boyton just short of halfway. Rachkov. Russia really struggling to make headway here, Justin.
They certainly are, but they're staying nice and composed and don't kick it away.
Not sure what he was trying to do there.
But wasn't composed.
Well, there goes the... and he thought of a bonus point. He's had a brain explosion there, Rachkov. But they certainly ended in style, the Russians. They were outgunned by this Italian outfit, but they really gave it their all, and that's all you can ask. 53 plays 17 in the end.
Yeah, well, they certainly did give it their all, and particularly in the second half, and that just showed, you know, the Italians, they scored when they needed to, but they fell away. But the Russians, it was because of their intensity and their commitment, it picked up in the second half, and because of that we got a really flamboyant game. Great to see.
Final score then, Italy in this Pool C match at Trafalgar Park, Nelson, downing Russia by 53-17, scoring 9 tries to 3. Well, there were some real highlights during the game. We saw the class of Parise with his ball distribution and his ability to cover the park so effortlessly. And then Greshev, his opposite number, man of the match.
Played so well, so strong. And in a losing pack as well, which is not easy.
Checking out the scoreboard then, Benvenuti and Tonialati, 2 very young players scoring 2 tries apiece. Parise, Gori, McLean and Zani, and a penalty try. And Bocchino not having a great night with the boot, but for Russia, importantly, their first Rugby World Cup tries. Janushkin, Ostrauska, 3 tries for the losers. And let's now go down to Matthew Cooper as we hear from Alexander Voitov.
Well, Alexander, a very competitive Russian performance. You must be happy, the team must be happy that you competed well tonight.
Our play was so very good tonight, but I'm glad that we have some tries. This is the first tries of Russia team in this tournament. I think that next games we'll have more tries, less scores in our part, but we want to thank people who invite us.
Well, you've made them all very happy here in Nelson. 3 good tries, but very competitive across the park tonight.
Yeah, but it's hard game. And for us, each game is a new opening, and we're very glad to be here.
Okay, well done and good luck next week.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, a great delight to see the Russians here in New Zealand for the first time in the Rugby World Cup as we look at those stats for the match.
Yeah, they competed very well. You know, possession and territory is the first you look at for obvious reasons. It's whether or not you've got enough into the game. They got enough into the game. A little bit down at territory, but it was the minutes in the opposition 22. Italy spent 14 minutes down within that Russian 22, and because of that, it's absorbing pressure for Russia, and they weren't able to stop some of the powerful runners that came at them. A lot of missed tackles from both teams, but we've seen a great game tonight. Very, very entertaining.
The Italians and let's now hear from the Italian skipper Sergio Parisi with Matthew Cooper.
Well, Sergio, congratulations. A job well done tonight against quite a tough opposition.
Yeah, very tough opposition. We are really happy to the victory. We take 5 points. Was very important for us to trying to have a chance to qualify. This Russian team play a very physical game. They scored 3 tries. That is very good for them, and you know we are really happy for the victory. But we must continue to improve, especially in defense.
Areas to improve on, Sergio?
Sorry?
Areas to improve on for the Italians?
How you say, in defense, I think we're doing a couple of mistakes. We score some tries, that is good. We take confidence in our attack system, but you know we must try hard because USA is going to be a really tough game, and obviously Ireland, the last game, was going to be really hard.
Enjoying it here in Nelson?
Yeah, thank you very much to the people in Nelson. It's fantastic. We feel in home, so thank you very much.
Okay, good luck next week.
Thank you.
Well, the Italians impressive over Russia, 53 points to 17 in this Pool C matchup. That vital bonus point. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up. Also, some big news out of the Wallabies camp. That's next on Fox Sports.